past that, you're not going to get any change of lift at all in here. So when anybody shows you a picture, have a look at where the body is or how soft it is, because that's where you have to lift it to. If you want texture, you have to elevate it off the body, all right? So always remember that. Some parts of the haircuts today, we're going to build up weight and we want stronger lines, so it's all going to be 0 degrees. 0 degrees means you've not lifted at all, it's all straight down. Anything that needs to be soft is more elevated off the body. The higher you lift it off the head, the more softer it's going to fall onto the body, all right? So if I layered yours here and then layered yours here, yours is going to be more softer as it falls, and yours is going to be a little bit heavier. And then if I do yours all on the body, you're going to have no lift or softness at all, yeah? So always have a look at that as pictures. Also, when somebody shows you a picture, have a look at where the shortest bit of that haircut is, because that's where I would start the haircut. So bob, if you had a tape measure, where's the shortest bit of the haircut in a bob? There. So you start in the back. A wolf cut or like a mullet or a shag, the shortest bit's here. So always start at the front, and you have the ability to bring everything to that, like you do with a bob. As soon as you do the line in here, everything gets brought down to there, doesn't it? And the higher you move up the head, the longer each section becomes. So it's the exact same thing in any haircut that you do. Have a look what the shortest bit is in the hair. Perfect. So exactly that. If I was going to do that, the bit I would start is the front. Yeah? And the reason for that is, thank you very much for that. Right, I love it. Has anybody heard the phrase distance equals length? Or has anyone heard the phrase stationary and travelling guide? Anyone use that? I think I've mentioned this before. So stationary guide and travelling guide through a haircut. The difference are, if I'm travelling through the haircut and if I lift the hair here and layer it, and then I move and layer it and move and layer it, each section throughout that haircut is going to be the same length. So it's going to be quite collapsed, it's going to be quite soft. That's a travelling guide because you're always moving through the haircut. Now, if I wanted to create that haircut there, and the front bit's like that long, and the back is really long, if you stay stationary through the haircut and put a fringe in here, and then the next section bring to you, and then the next section bring to you, that's travelling to you. So each section is getting further away from you, so the distance is going to be longer. So your first is going to be the shortest, your last is going to be the longest. Yeah? So that distance equals length. So everybody gets a bit nervous of short hair. The only difference between a short haircut and a long haircut is the long haircut's further away from the head when you close your scissors, and the short one's closer to the head. I could do Oliver's and put some layers in yours, and what I do with my fingers and my scissors aren't going to be any different. It's just the fact that I might be that far from the head on one and that far from the head on the other. So distance equals length. So that's the main thing. And also, key one, whenever you get shown a picture, have a look at what the shortest bit of the haircut is. And don't be afraid to start the haircut in the front, because what that will do is it will maintain the length and give them shorter layers in here. Alright, so if anyone, you want a haircut, don't you? So I'm going to cut yours this morning.